Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to make this audio based on the making of global war. So, in this chapter, we will learn what is globalization, how globalization took place, benefits of globalization, disadvantage of globalization. So, uh, before further going to the explanation, I will just give you the details on what globalization is. So, basically, globalization means spread of business from one country to other, or of trade, ideas, migration, and movement of capital. In short, globalization means export and import systems from one country to the other country. So, from ancient times, travelers, traders, priests travel long distance for knowledge, opportunity, and spiritual fulfillment. So, the travelers they travel long distance for knowledge, and trader in order to they travel in order to get more opportunities and to know the market very well. And why do the priests travel is they travel long distance in order to gain spiritual fulfillment. And they not only travel alone, whenever they travel they carried ideas, skill, goods, money, and germs and disease also as well. So, this is the definition of or the details of globalization. Now, next come how globalization took place. So, globalization took place through the Silk Road. Silk Road means way. It is called a Silk Road means kind of way. So, China was linked with Western countries and other countries. There were many Silk Roads other than that also. And this Silk Road existed before Christian era till 15th century. Now the question is, what traveled through this way? So what traveled through this way were Chinese pottery and silk traveled to other countries. Gold and silver traveled from Europe to Asia market. And the last one is religious like Christian, Islam, and Buddhism also traveled through that Silk Road. So next is next topic is the food travel. Noodles travel from China to other countries, and then common food like potato, chili, tomato, maize, soya were introduced in Europe and India through trade route. And next is Europe does not have much food before, but because of potato, Europe could eat better and live longer. What happened is before Europe does not have much food, but now because of the potato, Europe could eat better and and live longer. And next is Europe or Ireland. People became so independent on potato that after disease destroyed potato crops in mid 1840s, hundreds of thousands people died of starvation. And next topic is conquest, disease, and trade. Europe discovered sea road through Asia and America in 16th century. It helped in trade and setting up of colonies. In America, vast in minerals, food crops were produced. Food and minerals from America to it travel food and minerals from America to other parts of world transform lives of people. And next come the mid 16th century. So what happened in the mid 16th century is the Portuguese and Spanish started colonizing America not with the help of arms but with the help of disease. So what basically the Portuguese and the Spanish do is they started colonizing. Now colonizing means capturing the country or the part of a country. So how did the Portuguese and the Spanish started colonizing America? They started colonizing America not with the arms. Now here arms mean uh, guns. It can be guns. Mm, it can be like bombs, and it can be anything. So they did not conquer America with the help of bombs, with the help of guns, and not with anything, but with the help of a disease. So what happened is European had exposed smallpox, so they had got immunity, but the America had no immunity from smallpox. So disease spread over whole America. The European captured Americans easily. So the even the current situation in our country, in our whole world, is taking place with this pandemic situation, that is the coronavirus situation. So those who have got enough immunity and much immunity power, they have the ability to cure that virus. The same way, here in the mid 16th century, what happened is the European people had got enough immunity to cure that smallpox, but the American does not have any immunity from smallpox. So the disease spread all over America. And till 19th century, Europe was suffering from poverty, disease, religious conflict, and even in the current situation, also people are facing the same things throughout the whole world. But till 18th century, India and China was the richest country in the world. Now, comparing of that situation, we can say that India is still one of those developing countries. And next is the 19th century, globalization in the 19th century. Flow of trade, flow of labor, movement of capital happened during the 19th century. So during 19th century, Britain lacked self-sufficiency in food due to uncontrolled population growth and expansion of urban center and industries, which caused lower standard of living and social conflict. So what happened in the 19th century in Britain is that I think we have also studied about this in our French Revolution, about the Britain 19th century, and then the what is this population growth. Yeah, and what happened is in the 19th century, Britain lacked self-sufficiency in food due to the growth of population. Okay, and not only the growth of population, but also due to the expansion of urban centers and industries. So people oppose corn law. Now, what is this corn law? Is abolish of food grain outside the country. So Britain could not also import food grain outside the country. But people of Britain opposed this law because there was shortage of food. So why did the Britain people oppose this corn law? They opposed because the Britain was facing the shortage of food in the country. So they oppose that no any food grain should go out of the Britain because the country itself is facing the shortage of food. So ultimately, the corn law was abolished and people started import and export. Development happened or else took place. So ultimately, the development took place in Britain. So we have all studied about what is globalization and how globalization took place, and uh, benefits of globalization, and now comes the dark side of globalization. In every place there are both the sides, that is the merits and the demerits. So we have learned about the merits, and now about the dark side of the globalization or demerits. So what happened is that uh, uh, Europe conquest Britain, France, Belgium, Germany, and later USA. As I said before, that the Portuguese and the Spanish people, they colonized America, not with the arms but with the disease. So same way Europe conquest Britain, France, Belgium, Germany, and later US. Now Africa, land, resource, and livestock. Europe did not conquest Africa, but African itself made colonies of their own because African had not shown any interest to other country resource. They only lived with their own livestock. But the European, taking the advantage of the disease, took control over the over their livestock and ultimately made the people of Africa to work under them forcefully, which is called slavery. So the Europe people, they not only conquer America, but they also they also colonize Africa. But the African people, the they live with their own livestock. They are not interested in others livestock. But what happened is that the European people took the advantages of the disease and colonized the African people as well with the help of the disease. And the European people forcefully led the people of Africa to be their slave. Thank you.